Hi everyone, my name is Mai Nguyen and I'm one of the registered migration agents here at Aussizz Group, and here is Preeti Puri.
Hi everyone, I'm Preeti. I'm the registered migration agent.
So today, this Facebook online consultation today, we're here to present to you answers to some of the questions that we have already been received from a lot of potential clients. And today Preeti will be providing you with the answers. I'm going to help to assist by reading out the questions. And if you have any comments further, you can always inbox live.
Right. Okay, so today we are mainly focusing on the general skilled migration, and if you have got more questions and you want to interact about us, so just put it in the comment section and we'll try to answer as many questions as we can.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So we'll start with the first question.
Yes, the first one is from Jan Pordell, and so this person is holding a student visa and studying a Bachelor of Business Studies. And the question is, we're from Nepal and my wife is doing Certificate 4 in Commercial Cookery, just finished Cert 3. To claim partner skill point for 190, 489, what she has to do?
All right, Rian. So basically you want to know about the skills points test for the partners. Okay, so the main thing about is to get the points test for the partner, the partner must get the skills assessment done. And in her case, she has done Certificate 4 in Commercial Cookery and she's probably doing it so she can get the skills assessment done through the Job Ready program, or the 3 years of a full-time experience can also get her skills assessed. Then definitely the skills of the partner and the skills of the main applicant must be in the same occupation list to claim the points for. And in addition to that, the partner needs to have 6 each in English, and there is no waiver for the English that you can pay the extra fees and can waive for this one. If you're claiming the points for the partner, 6 each is required.
True.
Right.
And then there's Sunil. He's on 485 visa and he's completed a Master's of Accounting. And he asks, as I want to take an inquiry for 489 visa in Darwin, so what is the requirement if doing job in own occupation list in accounting? Can you please advise?
Right, okay. Sunil, so from your question, it looks like you are currently in Darwin also. So the requirement for the Darwin is if your occupation is in their list, and mostly all the occupations from the short-term list is there in NT skills occupation list, you need to do the 6 months of a full-time job over there, and then only you are eligible for the 489 or 190, because it depends upon once you apply for an application even for Darwin for 190. But if the case officer is not happy, then they could probably just invite you to get the 489 invitation. However, regarding the job, so yes, you have to do the 6 months of a job minimum in your own occupation, and in your field it is accounting.
Yeah. Thanks, Preeti. So the next one is from Charanjit Kaur. She's on student visa, studying Masters of International Tourism and Hotel Management. I have 1 year experience as a restaurant manager in regional area in New South Wales part-time, and I studied from Queensland.
All right, so I didn't get the question. So she has a 1 year of an experience in a restaurant manager in a regional area, and as a part-time, and she studied from the Queensland. So I guess she really wants to know about the skills assessment as a 1 year of an experience as a restaurant manager. So basically, rather than just talking about the restaurant manager, I may cover here all the occupations which comes under WETSS, which is the occupation body for these managerial occupations, and you need highly relevant degree when you want to get your skills assessment done from a WETSS, along with 1 year of an experience. So that highly relevant degree is, let's say you have done a diploma of management and have got a 1 year of an experience, then diploma of management is not highly relevant to the restaurant manager. You need to have a diploma of hospitality. In case when you don't have the highly relevant degree, then you need to have 2 years of an experience in that field. In your case, I'm not very sure what degree do you have. However, you have done also, your experience is part-time. So the part-time experience is equivalent to 6 months of a full-time. So you need to do 6 months of more part-time experience to make it 1 year full-time, and then you could apply for the skills assessment. Yeah.
So perhaps if she finishes her studies, then she could go on the 485 visa to give her a full-time work experience.
Yeah,
she satisfy the conditions. She's on student visa at the moment.
Right. So, yes. Yeah. So yes, she could do that way. So once she finishes her studies, she can go for the graduate visa, get the rest of the experience done, and then can apply for the state nomination. Because this is not in the MLTSSL list, state nomination will be required in this case.
Right.
Yeah.
So the next one from Sadhana Sharma. So on 485 graduate visa and have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. So the question is, well, we're on points and we'd like to know about the PR process with state nomination and regional area.
Right. Okay, so with the Bachelor of Nursing, first you need to get the license, and that license is from the AFRA body, that you could apply for your license from AFRA. Before even you finish your studies, 6 weeks before the completion of the studies, you can apply for the license to AFRA. Once you get your license, then you have to get your skills assessment done. Your assessment body is ANMAC. And once you have got your skills assessment, then you need to apply for the visa under the point system. You can apply for 189 with 190 or 489. So 189 is probably coming at around 70 points. So today we have got an update about the point system, and 189 were invited at 70 points. Then we have got 190, their minimum points have raised up to 65, and this where the 5 points, including the 5 points of the state, and 489 is the 10 points from the regional area. And so for this state nomination, I am currently not sure which state you are in. However, if you are in any of the state, and New South Wales is open for the nursing ones. If you have done Bachelor of Nursing, Victoria is also open. If you can get the letter of offer from Victoria, then the recent graduate from any of the state can apply under the 190 visa.
Fantastic.
Otherwise, the 489 for New South Wales is currently at 65 points, where you do not have to meet the merits criteria. It is just you have to meet the state criteria, and you would be eligible for that one. And Sadhana, I would say that you need the detailed more conversations about this, so I would advise you to come and speak to us, and I can give you the detailed information about this one.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And next up, Moon Ali. I have 75 points in accounting for New South Wales. So he's currently a student studying accounting.
Yeah. Okay. So accounting at 75 points, then we would say that this is just the invitations for 189 is coming at 85 points. So you have to raise up the points. For raising up the points, either you could go with Better English, that would be 8 each. Nati is getting very popular, and lots of clients, they come and they say Nati is too hard, this, that and all. But I would say we have got our clients have got at least a 97% of the success rate with Nati, and
they must register soon, or else they can't make it this year. They have to go to next year.
Next year, yeah. So the problem with Nati is about the test date. So the sooner you get yourself enrolled and take the expression of interest and book yourself a test date, then cracking the exam is not so hard about it. Take some coachings wherever is available from. And for the accounting, yes, it's hard. You have to make up the higher points if you are targeting towards the 189. Just very recently on 31st of last month, which is last couple of days ago, New South Wales has opened for the 489 in Orana also, where they have an additional requirement of 6 months of work experience in anywhere in Australia. So it doesn't, not that in from Orana or in New South Wales only you need to have an experience. Experience can be anywhere. However, when you are applying for this application, you must be living and working in Orana. That working can be in any field, does not have to be in your own accounting field. And also note, guys, this is only for the accounting ones that Orana wants you to be living and working and this 6 months experience. Otherwise, Orana for rest of the applications or rest of the occupations, no, this is not the requirement. So people are getting confused, like the civil engineer, they have to come up with the civil engineers also. Okay. So that's
just
not
accounting.
Just accounting, okay.
Yeah. Next up, Amrit Thapa, on 485 visa, graduate visa, in completed diploma in cookery, or diploma, it should be diploma in hospitality management. Just want to know about 190 visa. Am I qualified for the visa?
Okay. So Amrit, so if you have done your diploma in cookery, and you are currently on your 485 visa, you should do your job ready program, and once you finish your job ready program, then you can be eligible for 189, 190 and 489, all three visa categories under the points test. And 189 you can only do it if you do your job ready program as a chef. However, and if you do with a cook, then you are not eligible for 189. Then you are only eligible for 190 and 489 because cook is in the short-term list, not in a medium and long-term list. And to be eligible for the 190, every state has got their own criteria. Like Tasmania has got the criteria of either working or studying over there, and or Queensland has got the criteria of the 6 months work, as well as NT has got a criteria of a 6 months work, and New South Wales does not have any additional criteria for a 489 or even for 190 if you are making enough points, which is 65 and above. So
that's good for New South Wales then.
Yes, yeah. New South Wales, we do get lots of invitations where there's no additional criteria, but they pick it up on the merit basis. Yeah.
Okay.
Recently, for the cooks, they have picked up quite a few applications at Fantastic. 65 points.
So there's still hope left for a lot of students or graduates out there.
Yeah.
Next up, MD Shafiqul. Student on student visa, has a bachelor's of pharmacy. I'm on student visa studying Bachelor of Commerce at Curtin and will finish my course by mid-2019. I do have a bachelor's degree from pharmacy back home. I have skill assessment from the Australian Pharmacy Council because I've passed the exam. I have to start my internship very soon, just waiting for my OET test result. Just wondering what would be the available option for me once I become a pharmacist. Also, at present situation, can I apply for 190, 189 or 457 visa as I have skills assessment as a hospital and retail pharmacist? If so, which state will be most suitable for me?
Okay. So, Shafiqul, for you, my advice would be that you are currently studying your Bachelor of Commerce, right? Okay. So, regarding your 190 visa for the pharmacy, so it is not on the pharmacy is not on your 189 list, so you probably have to go with the 190 visas where is the state nomination. I'm not very sure which state you are currently in, but as I have talked in other inquiries also, you need to meet the criteria for the different states. Every state is different, so you have to come and see us and we'll tell you in details about all the state criteria, and then you can see, because you have got 1 year of your course also left, so you can probably move to some state where, let's say to Tasmania, where you can do rest of your study and take all the credits, whatever you have studied, and do 1 year of your study in Tasmania, and with the basis of your skills assessment, which you already have, you can be eligible for a 489 visa.
Sure.
Yeah, for a 190 visa, you need to do a 2 years of a study, and for 489, it is 1 year of a study.
Okay.
You have also asked for a 457 requirement. 457 is an obsolete visa now. It is replaced by a 482 visa, and the requirement is to have minimum 2 years of an experience in your field, and then an employer who is happy to sponsor you. Once you have got an employer, so because you have got a skills assessment, looks like you might have a 2 years of an experience, then you need to look an employer, and yes, it is on a 482 list. They can even sponsor you from there also.
Sure. Next client, Harwinder Singh Sood, on student visa at the moment, currently doing Masters of Education at ECU. Master of Engineering, of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Currently doing second semester, and wants to know about regarding, after completing my master, what do I need to do? Or doing in master, what should I need to do for my PR in Australia? Because I do not know about my future plans. Secondly, what should I need to do for Canada?
All right, Harvinder. All right, so your is Master of Engineering in Electronics and Communication. So you can get your skills assessment done once you finished your masters, and you are doing from ECU. The first thing you need to check is whether the qualification, your masters which you're doing from ECU, is an accredited qualification or not. If it is an accredited, then you can apply for the skills assessment straight away. And if it is a non-accredited degree, then again you can apply for the skills assessment, but you need to go through the CDR pathway, which means you have to provide the 3 projects reports related to your electronics and communication engineering. For you can get your skills assessment done either as an electronics engineer or as a telecommunication engineer, based upon what your CDR's pathway would be. And after completing your master, you can apply for, after the skills assessment, yes, you need to firstly get your skills assessment. And also, if you have also done your bachelor's also into the engineering, you can get your skills assessment done into bachelor's also. And once through your bachelor's, you can get your skills assessed. And if you can reach the 70 or 75 points, for telecommunication, it is 70, and for electronics, it is 75. You can reach those points, then even before completion of your Masters of Engineering, you can be invited for the permanent
Sounds
residency.
Yeah. So let's try that, perhaps.
Yeah.
So please come to Aussizz Group and we'll help you with that to start off with.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, Cameron, on 45 visa, graduate visa, completed master in accounting. So, but then he said, I've done my bachelor's degree in accounting, so I'm on 45 visa now. My score is 7 each. I've only 13 months of visa left. I don't have any experience related to accounting. Can I apply for 489 in Orana?
Okay. So Cameron, as we just mentioned about the Orana requirements, their requirement is 6 months of a work experience and living and working in Orana when you are applying for your application. So without a work experience, you will not be eligible. However, New South Wales has come up with an entirely new region, which is the Central West. And accounting is on their list also, but their additional requirements is not out yet. They are going to tell on 20th of August. So stay tuned. And we are hoping not to have any additional requirements for them. And that will be really good news for all the people doing their accounting things.
Yes. Yeah. If we do, we know we'll put on Facebook.
Yes, so exactly. And also you have got 13 months left on your visa. Try to get 6 months of an experience in accounting, and then you would be eligible for Orana also.
Ayapan Pania Selva is currently a student doing Bachelor's Con in accounting. Is it possible to get an 189 invite for external auditor at 75 points? Effective date May 2018.
Okay. So, Selvan. So, on 11th of July, Department of Immigration, they have invited the external auditors, and the points were 80. And the date of effect for the EOI was 16th of February 2018. So, and I don't see in coming near future that they are going to reduce the points for external auditors, or it may come back to 75. We wish and we hope, but I don't see this coming very soon.
Wow.
Yes, so you need to raise up your points somehow, either going for NATI or with better English or professional year, or spouse. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, seeing that she's still a student, hopefully after that, if they can go on 4 at 5, and 1 year work experience will give her an extra points, yeah? Whichever it takes.
Yes. So yes, once he finishes his degree, then you go on a 485 visa. Then professional year at that point of time can also give him the 5 points.
Yes.
Or the work experience also.
1 year.
And book yourself for NATI, as I'm telling everyone to book themselves for NATI. And take that extra 5 points, which is very important when the points have raised up so high. So NATI is really helping everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Nishan Bhattarai, currently student, Diploma of Business and Advanced Diploma of Business. He's from Nepal. And is there any chance to get 4 at 5 visa for me or not? If anything, please do guide me. And I will go through your ideas and guidance. Okay. One more thing. My wife has come here on tourist visa. If we apply for a student subsequent visa, it will be eligible to work on bridging visa or not?
Okay. So Nishan, the first, so I'll take your 2 questions one by one. Your first question is, are you eligible for a 485 visa? So you're doing your diploma and advanced diploma of business. To be eligible for a 485 visa in the graduate stream, your studies must be on the occupation list, which is the medium and long-term list. So based on this one, you will not be eligible for a 485 visa. And
unless he continues to go up and do a bachelor's
degree, So unless
your visa.
Exactly. So if you extend your student visa and do the bachelor's degree, then you will be eligible. Yeah. So and if you're and you want to know about if wife comes on a student subsequent visa, is she eligible to work on a bridging visa? Okay, so let's say if she comes on a tourist visa, until she's been granted the student visa, she will not be eligible to work, because your work from the previous visa continues on your work rights, or the student, all the conditions on your previous visa continues on your bridging visa. So since she's coming on a tourist visa and then applying for the student visa, the tourist visa conditions would continue, which has got no work and no study rights.
Okay. Ravi Malvi on 4 at 5 has finished a Master of Professional Accounting. I want to know about Tasmania 489 subclass for 6-month employment condition.
Okay. Ravi, for Tasmania, this is one of the way to get these visa, that is for 489. So 6 months employment condition is that you can work any field, right? And if you are on a 485 visa, then you have to work full time. It does not have to be with the same employer. It can be 2 employers, 2 part-times, couple of casuals, and it has to be 35 hours a week. Okay. And the second is that if your employment is in the ENSCO level 1 to 3, then for that you need to check out the website, which is abs.gov.au, to check the ENSCO level. I repeat the website again, abs.gov.au. Okay. Then if you have got that, your the employment in Tasmania is from ENSCO 1 to 3, then you do not have to meet the employer does not have to meet the additional criteria. If you have got that one, then there is an additional checklist for that, where the employer has to show that they have advertised in Tasmania, and the number of people that have applied for that position, why they were not qualified or not suitable for that position, and how come you were suitable for that position. So this is the additional criteria if you are applying for a 489 visa and your occupation is from the ENSCO level 4 and below. Yeah.
Pankaj Sharma, he is on a 457 visa and working at an Indian restaurant since April 2016. He studied diploma in hotel management and catering technology from India, has over 12 years of experience as a chef in India. He wants to inquire about the pathway to PR for 190, 489. Give point advice for his experience, please.
Okay. So Pankaj, for you have got more than 12 years of an experience as a chef, so you can get your skills assessment done, and then under the point system you can get 190 and 489 visa. You have done the relevant qualification also, so your assessment body is TRA, And through TRA, you can get it done through an RTO, and Wet Assess is an RTO, which is quite easy to get the skills assessment. Your assessment requirement would be minimum 3 years of an experience. So you have got 12 years of an experience. So getting an assessment would not be a worry. And there would be a practical interview also involved in your assessment. And once you get your full skills assessment, you can apply for 190, 489, as well as 189 also, because your occupation is chef. Right. For, as I said, for 189, you need to make the higher points, which is 75, and the minimum points for 489, 190 would be 65. With 12 years of an experience, you should be getting quite a bit of an points in, and for the points test in experience also, because 8 and above years of an experience, you get 15 points. So, Pankaj, yes, you do look like you can be eligible for 190, 489 and 189, provided you get your skills assessment done and you make the eligible points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Vignesh, on 485 currently, has a graduate diploma in education. He's intending to apply for PR as a secondary school teacher. He has 70 points at the moment and was wondering what the wait time would be to get invited for 189. And he also intends to apply for New South Wales 190.
Yeah.
Any idea about wait time for invitation as well?
Right. Okay. So Vinkesh, on 11th of July at 70 points for 189, the applicants have been invited, which were the EOI for 6th of March. So March, April, for around 3 to 4 months of a waiting at 70 points. So I would say 4 months of a waiting at 70 points. And New South Wales has just opened up their criteria again. So yes, keep your eye on for the New South Wales at 70 plus 5 points. So you should be at 75 points, and then you could apply for, you can hear the invitation from them. And regarding the 489 for New South Wales, yes, you are eligible, but for that, even if you put an expression of interest, they do not invite you. You have to make your separate application to them.
Why is that?
Yeah, because lots of people for 489 in New South Wales, what they do is they put an expression of interest and they think that it works like the same way 189 and 190.
No.
No. So for 489, you have to do your separate applications to them that you are meeting the criteria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rashuk Shrestha, just want to know if the course is on the list or not for health administration.
Okay, so Rashuk, if you're talking about the MLT SSL list for health administration, it is not. However, on the 190 and 489, yes, your occupation is on the list. And if you want to apply for the skills assessment, you have to go through Wet Assess, where you need 1 year of a full-time experience. And then additionally, you need to meet the state nomination requirements, which is either the study or the work. So if you are in any of the state which is open for the health administration, then you just only need a 1 year of an experience, and then after the skills assessment, you will be straight away eligible for that one. If you are not in that state, then I would advise you to move so that you can meet the state as well as the skills assessment requirement in parallel, and then can apply for after the skills assessment, can apply for the state nomination leading to the 190 or 489 visa.
Okay. The next one is Hui Chen. The note says that the person has a bachelor's degree, and the query is just want to know the difference between the visa types and what are the difference to the application process.
Okay. So Chen, I guess you are talking about the different type of visas is like under the skilled migration. What is the difference between these three? 189 is the skilled independent migration skill, and for this you need the higher points, which is 70 or 75. It is rolling between two, and all the points have to be by yourself or your spouse. You cannot take the points from your relatives, you cannot take the points from the state or anyone. So that is the skilled independent. Then the another category is 190, and for that the state gives you 5 points. The eligible points is 65. Their requirement is to live in that state after the grant of the visa for 2 years. This is a permanent residency visa. It just has got an additional requirement, not a mandatory condition, but an obligation to live in your sponsoring state for 2 years. Then the third subclass is the 489 relative sponsored. They are being invited at 80 points. Your relative must be living in a designated area. And you also need to live in a designated area after the after the grant of the visa, and you have to live there for 2 years and work there for 1 year. Then is the 489 state nomination, where the minimum points is 65. State gives you 10 points if you meet their additional criteria of living or working there. And as I said, New South Wales doesn't have additional criteria. They have got the separate list for that one. So if your occupation in that list, then few of them doesn't have an additional criteria. So that depends on lots of different things. So yeah.
Okay. Next up, Ramandeep Kaur. She's on 485 visa, completed Master of Professional Accounting. So she's lodged her EOI at 70 points without state points for New South Wales 190 visa as external auditor in May this year. Now, as they open the list, how long will it take to get invitation? And as previously, Orana region did not require any work experience for the 489 now they require 6 months. Is there any state that do not want experience as an accountant? Moreover, how long it will take to get invitation in Queensland graduate stream for 489 at 70 points without state points? EOI lodged on 11th of July this year.
Okay. Ramandeep, so at 70 points, so for 189, it looks very hard to get any invitation for an external auditor for an accountant. You need to go up. For an external auditor is 80, and for an accountant it is 85 at the moment. And so you need to go up with your points for those ones. Orana was never open for an accountant. They have just opened on 31st of July, and and they have opened up with the 6 months of an experience requirement. So it is not going to be, so it was never over there for this one. Yeah.
Okay. Move on.
Yeah.
Aditya Yadav, currently on a bridging visa A, applied for RSMS, has a BCom certificate 3 and 4 in commercial cookery with 2 years of a diploma. So she says, I think it's, hi there, my 457 visa as a cook finished in December 2017.
Okay.
I'm working as a cook at Indian restaurant in Geraldton and applied RSMS in December. My paid 3 years working experience is going to finish in November this year. Please explain my options for 189 or 190 visa. What are the fees for visa file?
So Aditya, for you, so you have got your 457 was expired in December 2017. You are on your bridging visa A, and your work rights have been continuing since then. In November this year, you can apply for your skills assessment. The requirement is the 3 years of an experience. Once you have got your skills assessment done, since your occupation is a cook, you cannot apply for 189. You can apply for 190 or 489. Yes, with your 3 years of an experience and your commercial cookery here in Australia with your bachelor's degree. And with the age, looks like you should be making your points, eligible points, at least for 489, and you can apply for that one. The TRA assessment procedure is, first you do a paper application with them, they assess your papers, then they call you for an interview, you clear the interview, and then you apply for a state nomination. That is the procedure for that one. So come and see us, and we would be more than happy to help you for your skill assessment leading to your residency pathway.
Great. Ajin, I'm having 70 points with engineering technologist. I've applied EOI on 6th of July. Any chance of getting an invite sooner or later next year?
Okay. Engineering technologist is on a pro rata occupation, which means it is being invited at the higher points. So Ajin, at 70 points, looks like you need to wait a lot, or it may not come down at 70 points because the invitations are coming at 75 points at the moment. So I would say, instead of waiting, try to increase your points through different other avenues and see how do you go about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Preeti, I think we have to stop here with the recorded inquiries. We've got a lot of comments online right now. So hello everyone who's looking through Facebook Live at the moment. Can I just read a few questions that we've got here? Yeah. So maybe this first one, perhaps. once 489 visa, this is from Bista, KC.
Yeah.
Once 489 visa is granted from Arana, do we have to move to that place straight away, or can we wait for some time? Also, with 189 visa for registered nurse, how long does it take to get an invitation if we have 65 points?
Okay. So, so Bista for Arana, and once you have got your 489 visa, then you do not have to move to that state straight away. You can wait for your, we generally say 6 months is a good time, but you also need to know that your 2 years will start from the date you move to the to the regional area. So what I mean is that, let's say you are intending to apply for your 887 visa and you do not move straight away, then your 887 visa your eligibility will start for the 887 would be from 2 years, the date you have started living in a regional area. So there is no set timeline date for this one, but as soon as possible, that is good for you if you are intending to apply for 887. And with 65 points for nurses, at the moment we don't see 189 coming down to 65. There could be possible chances for New South Wales to may pick you up because they have just released their invitation. They're talking about releasing some invitations. We haven't heard anything from New South Wales since they have released it. So let's see how do they go about it.
Okay, maybe a few more. Which one would you like to answer, Preeti? From this one?
Okay, so Adil Hussain has asked for Arana requirement, and he said that you are talking about the future. What will be the guarantee for the future stable requirement? I would like to say we have been doing Arana state nomination from quite a long time. So my career is about 10 years and I've been doing Arana from very long. I don't even remember, maybe 4 or 5 years or what. And they have been very stable. So their quota is always quite a lot whenever they open it up, and it stays there for quite a long. And once they even suspended an occupation, then it does not affect to the ones which have already been lodged, and then it affects to the one which are new applications to be coming in. So yes, for Arana, we just say that this accounting will not last very long because there have been lots of accountants have been waiting for these kind of news to open somewhere.
Yes.
So you could imagine the flood that we will be having it. And you won't imagine. A client of mine we had yesterday, he's willing to move to Arana, and there was one on a Gumtree or somewhere. He saw that there was a room available. He called that guy, and that guy was like, he was in Arana, and that was like, hey, come on, Dick, what has happened in Arana? I have received, this is seriously somewhere around 90th phone call since morning.
Yes.
So you could imagine now how the things are going to be very fast. Everyone wants to move very fast, and it will be the ones who is going to take the steps first.
Yes.
Will be invited for those ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe one more, Preeti. We have to go back. I have to apologize. We promised our clients before for the recorded inquiries that we're going to go through every one of them. So we have to go back to that list.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Sanju, and what about trade with 2.5 years of an experience in Australia as painter and carpentry? Okay, please advise about 489. So Sanju, you have to wait for another 6 months to complete your 3 years of an experience that's required to get your trade occupation assessment done. Or if you are on a 485 visa or any other full-time eligible visa, then you can do your 1 year job ready program, get your skills assessment done, because that is mandatory for any skill point visa. You've got 2.5 years of an experience. You can try getting, if you can find an employer, you can go with the 482 visa also. And from top of my head, I don't remember whether we need a skills assessment for that one or not, because there's a mandatory skills occupation list for 482 visa. So if your occupation is one of those, then skills assessment will again come in hindrance for you.
We have to stop there, Preeti.
Okay, so we'll go back to our questions. I think we have done Arjun, and we have to go with
Sumit Kumar, student, still currently a student and doing accounting, I suppose. Just need to ask about 489 visa. My question is that I'm on 489 visa secondary applicant. Can I apply 887 for PR after divorce if I work and live in 2 year regional area to fulfill the conditions. Secondly, I've got this visa like New South Wales. Can I live and work in Adelaide? Is it good, or I need to move to New South Wales?
Okay. So the main requirement for your 489 visa is that you have to live in the regional area for 2 years and work in a regional area for 1 year. So secondly, I got this visa like New South Wales. Okay, if you are moving the state, yeah, it is not a mandatory requirement to live in just in your nominating state. You can move to another state, which is the regional area. Let's say you move to Western Australia, then you cannot live in Perth because Perth is not regional. You have to live in the regional areas which starts either from Mandurah or from Byford or something. Yeah, but if you're planning to move to Adelaide, and then that's fine. You could do that, but you cannot live in the metropolitan area of New South Wales. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Next one from Chirag. He's currently offshore, has a Bachelor's of Pharmacy. So he's currently in India, looking to come to Australia for the 489 visa. So what is the requirement, and what and which state can I apply for the 489 visa? And do I require a job letter, offer letter from any state or not? It was not necessary. What is the English score required?
Okay, so Chirag, you have done a Bachelor of Pharmacy. So you come as either as a pharmacist, then you need to have a license. License needs to have minimum 7 each, and but you could also try to apply as a pharmacy technician. If you have got a 1 year experience as a pharmacy technician, then you could apply under that one. You can apply the skills assessment with minimum 1 years of an experience, and then can apply for the different states. 489 in Tasmania for an offshore resident also, they need a job offer letter for that one. Yeah.
Okay. Sharon Choden, currently on 485 visa, completed Bachelor in Civil Engineering. I'm thinking of trying for PR, but I have less than 3 years work experience in my field, and currently I have only 50 points without the English language. Is there any possibility for me to get any of that visa if I have 60 points?
Okay. Sharing, and good news for you is that Orana region has just put the civil engineering on their list, and they need altogether the 65 points. So you said that you have got 50 points without the English language. So if you can get 7 each in English, then you will be eligible for a 489 visa in Orana, which is just open for a civil engineer. So good luck with your English, and probably you are at 50 points. So even if you struggle with your English in getting 7 each, then try with Nati. Or try to get your 3 years of an experience also and assessed, and then can claim points for those ones.
I note that he has provided his, IELTS score, and overall he's got 7.
Yeah, so you are, not too far.
Not too far. Well, speaking and listening is 6.5 though.
Yeah.
Need a little bit of help.
Yeah, so take up some booster classes for IELTS or PT coaching and go with it, and good luck. Yes, and you should be, now when your occupation is on the list and it's just there, sitting for you, just one test for you.
Work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Shewang, on student visa, has the last semester to go for the Master of Professional Accounting. Its course will end in December, and planning to apply for PR. I'm 33 years old, having work experience of 5 years as an accountant in Bhutan.
Okay. So Shewang, I would advise that, once you finish your masters, then definitely go for the skills assessment. You need 7 each, and try to get your assessment done for the work experience also, because these 5 years can give you at least 5 points. And because 3 to 5 years you get 5 points, and between 5, if it's a little bit 5 years and 1 month, you can get 10 points, which is so important in your accounting field. And definitely you should go for the professional year once you finish this one, because those 5 points are also so good to get those ones.
I strongly recommend that you come through to us at Aussizz Group to register for PY. Then there's some scholarships involved, and fees we waive for your 485 visa. So please come in and check us out.
There is
a lot of incentives.
There's a lot of incentives for PY. Such a great program they have started this year.
So happy for that, for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, Rupinder Kaur. Currently on graduate visa, studied Masters in Computer Science. needs assistance to apply skills assessment for international degree of BTEC in computer science.
Okay, so Rupinder, you do not have to wait for your master's in computer science to finish to get your skills assessment done. If you have got 2 years of an offshore experience, then ACS is your skills assessment body, and they can do your they can do the skills assessment on the basis of 2 years. All they need is just the letter. They do not need any paid employment proof of those ones.
Amazing.
So,
that's simple.
Yeah, that's simple. Just a letter from your previous employer for 2 years, and in fact this employment can be while studying also.
That's amazing.
And can be part-time 20 hours.
Great.
So, yeah.
Rutu Chowdhury on student visa, studying currently a master's in health administration. Can she or he apply for visa subclass 189-190.9?
Okay, so
but then I see that they've got the bachelor's in
Ayurvedic medicine.
Yes. Does that count at all?
No, that doesn't count it here. So for this one, for your health administration, the one you are doing it, once you finish it, you will be eligible for your graduate visa. And for your master in health, and to apply for the skilled migration, you need to have 1 year of an experience in a highly relevant field, which could be health promotion officer or health practice manager and all, but none of them is on a 189 list. It is on 190 and 489 list, so you need to meet the additional state criteria also. So for the ones who are finishing their studies and does not have their occupation on 189 list, we advise that while you gain your experience, move to another state and in parallel meet the state nomination requirements also. Yeah. Otherwise, look for the alternate options right straight away, because there could be in some trade courses or something which can make you eligible for residency, but you need to start right from the zero for those ones.
Sure. Ali Umar, I've completed Masters of Professional Accounting on 485 already. I've already done NATI and got 8 in IELTS. I'm also doing professional year. Very good. We're just going to end soon. I heard about 489 visa in regional New South Wales, and I've heard about Orana. I want to have further information on that. Yeah. And I also need to have guidance on how to plan my pathway towards PR.
Right. Ali, you are getting there. So, yes, the Orana has opened and has said that they need 6 months of an experience in Australia. And when you're applying, then living and working, verifiable living and working requirement from Orana. So that's what you need to apply for a 489 visa. And we are waiting for Central West also to announce their requirements for that, which is on 20th of August.
Preeti, you're on top of everything nowadays, huh? Yeah, great. Yeah. Okay, next up, Adil Rayaz. On 485 visa, completed Masters of Professional Accounting, 7 in PTE, started working as an assistant accountant since 1st of June this year. Date of birth 1986, if that matters at all. Professional year finishing in November 6. My brother is a citizen, lives in Perth. If that gives me any benefits, please consider.
All right, okay. So Adil, for you, since you are going to start as an assistant accountant work, so look, we generally say the junior accountant or the assistant accountant, the work of 6 months in Orana for this accountant does not have to be the very high level complex work of an accountant. Because as we say, like an accountant, when you are fresh graduates, they do not expect you to work in the complex cases, But you cannot be the accounts officer, right, which is just only doing the payroll or the bookkeeping. It has to be even not the complex level, but has to be a junior accountant or an assistant accountant work for those ones. Okay. Now your brother is a citizen. Yes, tell him to just be your brother and all the stuff. But unfortunately, the points for the 489 for relative sponsored, I haven't heard any invitation for 489 from ages about, because this occupation is in pro rata basis. Which means that it is invited at very high points, and there's no chances of getting any invitations for 489. But it doesn't mean you should not lodge your EOI. Keep your EOI lodged over there. You never know.
Doesn't hurt to lodge.
Yeah.
Mohammed Nafis on 485 did Masters of Professional Accounting from ECU. So got 7 each in PTE and currently doing professional year. We just need it to completion. Right.
So Mohammed, that's a very, very similar advice for you. So you need 85 points if you want your 189 visa. Otherwise, you can have 6 months of an experience and can move to Orana, work and living be over there. Otherwise, can move to another state and apply for 190 or 489 based on the study or the living over there. Yeah.
Donya, on bridging visa, apply for graduate visa. So my question is about 489 sponsorship state. What documents do I need to apply for 489 visa New South Wales? What is my chance for EOI with 65 points in New South Wales? If I have 60 points, can I apply for EOI 190? Totally, I have 55 points. 5 points for 190 and 10 points for 489. And graduate diploma education secondary.
Right. Donya, so, okay, I guess you have got your skills assessment done and in the secondary school teacher. So that is the first thing you need to get it done. If you have got that one with your 55 points and 10 points from the state, you have got very high chances of getting accepted by Orana. So yeah, you do not have to just lodge your EOI. You have to make the separate application to them and come and see us, and we'll help you in doing those applications, because that's a comprehensive application. Needs to go lots of documentation. It cannot be just advised over this one. But Donya, definitely come and see us, and we'll be more than happy for you to assist you with the 489 state sponsorship application.
Okay. Ranju Mandel holds a PhD. I've got 70 points and I've done my PhD from Queensland. I am working and living in Sydney at present. Please let me know the probability of getting state nomination from New South Wales or any state.
Okay, Ranju, so I do not know your assessment. Yeah, so in what occupation have you done your PhD? So I want to tell you about one thing, that if you have done PhD, then Victoria is even, have got a streamlined processes for those ones. But since I do not know your nominated occupation, I cannot give you, the particular advice for this one. So you can email us or contact us with more queries or your detailed resume, and I'll be able to help you out.
Okay, Lily Yee. Submitted my EOI last year in November with 75 points for visa 189 as an accountant. May I know when will I receive my letter of invitation? What's the current points for accountant?
The current points for accountant is 85, and the date of effect was 6th of July 2018. On 11th of July they have given it. So at 75 we don't see much hope in receiving an invitation. You either have to go move the state, study over there, or have some work experience, move to state nomination for Orana, and yes.
I know that there's
most of them is accountant, can you see?
Yeah, obviously. And I think the graduate visa is expiring soon or something. The only thing we can comment is probably you need to apply for a student visa to give you more time to stay in Australia.
Yeah. So, and when you are applying for a student visa, let's say that you have done your bachelor's, you have to go to the level up. You cannot apply for a level below, because there's a very high risk of getting a student refusal.
So do an MPA?
Yeah, you can go for postgraduate diploma leading to a master's degree. That's how you can break down your course into 1 + 1 year, and after completion of 1 year of a course, you could apply for a 489 from Tasmania if you study from there.
Right.
So that way you're not locked with 2 years of a course after the expiry of your graduate visa.
Yes. Okay. Divya Banmi. I have 2 years of experience in healthcare for Tata Consultancy Services. Can I apply for PR visa? They're from offshore, graduation, Bachelor of Commerce and Computer Science, perhaps.
Okay. So TCS, you have got an experience in IT. If it is that, then business analyst or something, because this is a very, very vague question. So I really cannot tell you exactly about your skills assessment, because that is the main thing about getting the permanent residency. So you need to get your skills assessment done with the 2 years of an experience from TCS. Probably if this is into IT field, then yes, you can get your skills assessment done through ACS. And South Australia is open for an offshore applicants for 489 provisional visas in IT also, with some additional requirements. Yeah.
Mamuna Matza. I've done my master's in primary teaching. I'm now doing a graduate certificate in early childhood education from ECU, which has a 60 days work practicum. After this, will I be able to get assessment as an early childhood teacher to be able to lodge PR? Secondly, if I have 8 in their modules of IELTS and 7 in writing, how much points can I claim for language competency? Is there any possibility that I can lodge my file with the master's degree only? My age is 38.
Okay, Mamuna, with Masters in Primary Teaching, however, you cannot get your skills assessment done. You need to do the Masters in Education. So now your graduate certificate in early childhood makes you eligible with this one, and you can get your skills assessment done from AITSL. And if you haven't done your bachelor's here or your 4 years of a study in Australia, then the requirement for AITSL is 7-7-8-8, 7 and 7 in speaking and listening, and 8 and 8 in reading and writing. And then only you will be eligible for the skills assessment. And with the age, I cannot count your points, but if you are making at least 55 points of yours and 10 points from the state, then you can be eligible for a 489 visa.
Simajit.
Okay, sorry. And I wanted to confirm, Mamuna, that your graduate certificate is for 1 year. It is not the 6 months one. Yeah, so it has to be a 1 year, the graduate certificate, which is and also the accredited one from AITSL.
Okay. I have to check with that.
Yeah.
Simajit Kaur Raj, currently holding 485 visa and doing job ready program. It starts in January 2018. Just wanted to know that we can please apply 485 visa now or any chances for 190. I will finish 1 full year experience as chef in restaurant in September.
Okay, so Simajit, looks like it's a typo error. You want to know about the 489? Yeah. Once you finish your job ready program as a chef, you will be eligible for 189, 190 and 489, all 3 of them. And yes, for you, if you make the higher points, then it's perfect for you. You can apply for 189. Otherwise, with 190, New South Wales is inviting applicants without additional criteria. And if you're meeting the higher points, then you could go with that.
Okay, so nearly there. Sogat, I'm an accountant with 75 points, PY, NATI, 8 each in English. However, I will turn 25 in December only. That means I will have 80 points in December. So what do you think the chances of me getting the invitation, and how long is the waiting period going to be? Is there anything I can do to boost my chances?
Okay, Sogat. So accountants, the last invitation round has been invited at 85 points. And you will be having 80 points in December. So you could see that, yeah, there's a fluctuation of this one. There can be a bit of a wait for you for this one to get an invitation. And you have done your PY, NATI, 8 each in English. So the only way you could increase your points is by the work experience. So if you can find an employer who is happy to sponsor, but yeah, and you can get a job as an accountant or a junior accountant and not as a bookkeeping and all, then that can also give you 5 points for your to increase your points to 85. Another suggestion to you is that get your skills assessment done as an external auditor also, because external auditor points are being invited at 80 points. So that can give you another boost up, additional chance of getting invitation. If you haven't done any taxation kind of a thing or audit kind of a thing while doing your bachelor's degree, you can do that additional subject from CPA and can get that assessment done. That will be good for you. Just sitting on an accountant, which is 5 points more, then that will be a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rishani, I would like to know more information on New South Wales State Sponsorship 190, Occupation External Auditor, Taxation Accountant, points 80 without state sponsorship, no experience. Any chance for invitation?
Okay. So Rishani, as I just said to Sagat also, that external auditor are being invited at 80 points and accountants are being invited at 85 points. New South Wales, I haven't seen an invitation for the New South Wales very recently, but in August itself they have opened it. So let's see, and we all hope for New South Wales to send some invitations.
Fingers crossed. Yeah?
Yes, fingers crossed. Generally, I've seen their criteria for sending is on the merits basis, and they are matching the 189 points. So if 189 is being invited at 85, and you have got 80 plus 5 points from the state, then there could be chances, but depending upon when is your EOI is also the date of effect of EOI is very important with the New
Right.
South Wales itself. Yeah,
Okay.
there could be few other people waiting at 80 at accountant, and that's why their New South Wales EOI might be ahead of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty. Last but not least, from Mamuna, what will be the chance of getting invited 70 points for teaching occupation?
Okay, yeah. Mamuna, as 70 points, on 11th of July, they have invited all the occupations until the EOI lodged for 6th of March. So if your EOI is after 6th of March, then hang on and wait. So the invitation the invitations is going to be 11th on each month. So 4 months of a waiting is there for you at this point of time.
Great. Thank you, Preeti.
Right?
Fantastic. So
what's that?
this is like a raffle kind of draw that for all these people who contributed for the inquiry. All the names are in here.
And what's the raffle?
I think it's a $1,000. First prize is $1,000 for consultation fees. Oh, yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's quite
And
good.
there's a second prize. I think
Okay.
$250 worth. Sorry. 150. Sorry, my bad. We'll clarify that.
I guess it's the consultation.
The consultation, yes. But the best
110.
prize is 1,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So let's see who's the lucky chap here, and we just take it out right now, and this is Vignesh.
Oh wow, Vignesh! Congratulations!
Right.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's the first.
That is the
prize.
That is the first prize.
Vignesh is
That
so
goes
lucky.
to Vignesh for $1,000 for Aussizz service fees. Congratulations, Vignesh. And the second one we are going to done, that is the consultation fee for 110. That is for Aniapav Penersel.
Penersel.
Yeah.
Great. Congratulations.
All right,
That's
guys. Thank you so much for listening to us, and we'll keep updating you guys. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.